Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. The debates. First of all, I don't look at this effort tomorrow night as a debate between Biden and Trump. Trump obviously doesn't debate, doesn't care about policy. you know, there's nothing traditional in this. And to call it a debate is, I think, silly. But is it important? I think yes. But it's not because of the fact that you're going to see who's more demented, who's more senile, who's more elderly, who's more this, who's more that. But you're going to see people acting, though prepared, acting as they normally would. And that's good. But for the reasons these talking heads are giving, everything is about age. It's not about age. It's not about age. Yes, I know I'm in that age category. But it has to do with wisdom, has to do with character, has to do with ability. Nothing to do with age. There are people who are, in their 90s, just very sharp. They live until they die and that's it. So it's not about age. Get that out of your head. It's about character. It's about who you want to be leading this country. Biden already is leading the country. He is shown by his actions that he is of quality, but people are led by the bloody nose by these Republicans. They're just led by the nose. Look at this. Look at that situation. Look at this thing, especially that thing when he walked over to the parachutist, and of course the Republican machine cut it out, just saying, oh, he's just wandering off. Blatant lies, just blatant, stupid lies. Does he have problems? I guess so. He's 81 years old. Everybody's got it. But is his mind sharp? Is he able to deal with these people? Obviously, yes. Was it better 50 years ago? Of course. But that's not the issue now. The issue is what it is. Can't turn back the clock. And if you want to go back 20 years, then in your mind's eye, go back 20 years. But it isn't going to happen. It's not about age. It's about character. It's about ability. It's about experience, about policy. Are you going to hear policy from Trump? I doubt it. I can't believe anything comes out of that guy's mouth that has anything near policy. He wants to have a fight club with immigrants. Holy crow. What a nonsensical human being. And yet people believe in him for whatever reason. Like I saw this young woman said, I believe in democracy in one of the clips. You want it to be a dictator? Yeah, sure. They don't even know what democracy is. They don't know what a dictatorship is. They don't know beans, nor do they want to know. That's the problem. They don't want to know. You and I and anybody else who has an ability to vote needs to look at information, not select information, but information, and do the best you can to assimilate quality information. Discern what is good information. Everybody is propagandizing today. You don't know what's reasonable, what's not. Look to your heart. Really. And if you just want to vote for a man, maybe I shouldn't even call him a man, a person like Trump, then do so. What are you going to do? That's the way it is. That's your one vote. But why? For what reason? That guy is nuts. That's it. Anyway, as people have said, if Biden said half the things that this guy says, he would have retired by now. Because he doesn't do that. Now, do I agree with everything Biden does? Of course not. How could I? I don't even have a tenth of the information he has. I cannot make decisions about world policy. I can generalize, but I can't make decisions about it because I don't have all the intel. He does. You don't. I don't. These Republicans don't. They know nothing, yet they won't admit they know nothing. You know, it's a shame. It's really is. But the debate will show people Biden and Trump. And I don't care who the moderators are. And of course, I wouldn't, if I were Biden, I wouldn't go to Fox or any of that because they're obviously at war. They're the ones pitting people against people. It's obvious. They've been found guilty of defamation, just like Trump. Trump's a criminal. He's been found guilty. He's a sex abuser. He's all these things, but people don't care. You know, sent by God. God will work wonders, miracles, whatever. You think this first administration, if he was sent by God, you think he would have done something halfway decent. Oh, he kept us out of war. Good grief. You had COVID going on. It's a worldwide situation. They weren't going to have a war. Once the COVID ended and the Russians said, okay, let's go in there and take Ukraine. Hamas, you know, because they get funding. Where do they get funding from? Who gives them the money, the money, the resources, the power to send hundreds of rockets into Israel? Who gives Israel the money to do whatever they want to do? You know, it's a constant thing. Do you have that intel? No. Do I have the intel? No. Do I make a decision? Yes. I have to. I'm a voter. I vote on character. I vote on what I perceive is decent character. You vote on a leadership, a person to lead you. Sadly, the Congress is full of warped personalities. Warped personalities. Unbelievably warped. They're all these, good grief, they got all kinds of criminality against them and sexual deviations and, you know, Boebert there, she's says, I love the Ten Commandments, and yet, you know, goes around in public and acts as if no mother should act. And yet they do. And it doesn't matter. Nothing matters to them. Well, it should matter. Character matters. Personalities matter. Leadership capabilities matter. Look at the records. Look at what people try to do. Look at how they speak. Look at what they say. Not just, oh, let's kill people. Let's just tear children from their families. Let's just do it. Why not? Big deal. It's just immigrants. Who cares about them? Well, personally, I do. They are personal, they are people, they are sons and daughters of God. Period. They deserve respect and should be acted, and everybody should be acted on with a certain due respect of their humanity. If they break the law, they break the law. People break the law all the time. This clown Trump is now saying that Biden's cause, because he let he did it. He didn't do anything about it. Congress makes the laws. Let those suckers act for once. But they can't. They won't. They're chicken. They're scared. We need leadership. Not the Bobarts who do nothing except yell. And that's it. They whine. Constant whining. And you'll hear that at the debate, if it's the so-called debate. I would advise to look at it. I would advise to watch it, as for a little bit anyway, because it's important to see these two people standing up, being who they are. Now, of course, it's not exactly who they are because it's on TV and, it's entertainment in a lot of ways. But I think you'll see that Biden does care, Trump doesn't. If you want to live by a quasi-dictator, egomaniac fool, then, that's the way it goes. But Biden doesn't show those characteristics. Trump does. He's always done it, and he always will. Even the Fortune 500 CEOs are walking away from this guy. Tariffs? Holy crow. You people, nobody even knows what a tariff is. The United States used to have all its income through tariffs. There were no income tax from the beginning. They had tariffs. Duties, fees. People just don't look at history, don't care about it, don't think about it. They just act on it. Think, critically think. It's important. So watch the debates. I think the early start, you don't have to watch the whole thing because I don't think you'll learn a whole lot. But you'll see the character of the people. And that's the most important thing. Get the age baloney out of this whole thing altogether. People die at 35. They also die at 82. That's just the way it is. At 78 or whatever Trump is. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the like button and comment. Feel free to comment. But get engaged. Think. Critically think. Keep hope alive. Go to the good. Go to the good. It's hard. It's hard to even know what the good is anymore. But go to it. Thanks for listening.